Yo, what's up, guys? This is Why Not Be Reckless, aka Why Not Be Casting. I'm one of the HCS commentators, and we have another HCS report for you guys. And today is going to be all about Pistola. And this video might be a little bit of a different vibe than what the videos normally are. It's really a shame to hear it, but it seems like Pistola is going to be retiring. Optic released not too long ago, where they said that they were parting ways with Pistola, and looking forward to seeing what he adds to his historic career. And within the day, he had retweeted it and said, "Unfortunately, this is probably the end of the road for me." And the first thought about that was, he's going to be retiring, and it just really sucks because Pistola has meant so much for the scene, and he's just I've literally never heard a single person say anything negative about him. He's absolutely hilarious. His gameplay is really fun to watch. To be honest with you, I wish he would go into Halo content creation because I think he would be a phenomenal creator. But as of right now, it seems like he may be retired, and I'm not gonna lie, this one hit me a little bit hard. During one of my podcasts I record two podcasts every single week live, one on Esports Arena and one on HCS Source, which that one's going to be tonight, by the way. Talked a little bit about Pistola and what he meant to me personally. So I was going to play you a little bit of a clip from that video, and put it full screen. Wow, that was really bright. And yeah, this is just me talking about Pistola and the career that he's had. I'm not gonna lie. This took me by surprise. I was in the middle of streaming, and I just hear like, "Did you see that Pistola tweet?" I'm like, "What are you guys talking about?" And they're like, "Oh yeah, go check it out." And then we see this tweet, which obviously it obviously hints at him retiring, and it's just so crazy. Like my first competitive Halo match I ever saw was Triggers Down. Wow. So the first one I saw was Pistola, and I'm hearing the commentators kind of talk because I was very new. I was playing Halo for a while, but I didn't watch any Halo esports, and they were talking about how creative and crafty he was, and all of the flank plays he did. I'm like, oh, that was cool to me. Like it was it was big, and yeah, Pistola, he started competing when he was like 14 or 15 years old. 19 major wins. Wow. I believe 2 national championships as well. Largely referred as to one of the most creative players in the game. One of the hardest kills on the virtual battlefield. Whenever you had Pistola on the map, you always had to watch your flank. From Triggers Down to Final Boss to Instinct, Envy, Optic, no matter where Pistola went, success seemed to follow. And Success and Pistola were the ultimate duo, really. Oh yeah. We've heard so many people talk about how he's been able to affect their lives in a positive way. Personally, I didn't know him personally, but I've been able to watch his amazing career, and I've never even heard anybody even say a negative thing about him, like, at all. Yeah. His smile infectious, laugh contagious, positive aura is so bright and impactful, it seemed like it would walk into a room before he did. Pistola obviously loved by many, and you can't tell the story of Halo esports without the wizard.
Thank you, Tony. That was really well said. It's very sad though. I feel like we need to have a violin playing or something, because it's
so that was just I had just found out that day, I believe, that Pistola was retiring, and I'm not gonna lie, it hit me hard. I wasn't ready for it. And you scroll through the tweets, and just tons of people, a true pillar of the community and what it takes to be a great Halo player. One of the greatest to do it. This is United's Burns, the owner of a competitive team, and just so many people just having nothing but positive things to say about him, and this scrolls down forever. You got Walshy and Maniac and Hines. Um, it was really surprising to see. By the way, love this picture right here. This was sick. Like little, I guess this is like a Pistola and a Doctor Strange crossover. It's actually really sick. But Pistola, just known as being one of the best flankers, one of the most creative players, very sneaky, very hard to take down, and just truly loved by everybody he came in contact with. I want to talk a little bit about his career, and I know that he's played for teams like Triggers Down, Final Boss, Instinct, Ambush. I want to talk about his career with those teams, and this goes from Halo 2 through Halo 3. We're talking into Halo Reach, into Halo 4, Halo 2, and like we're talking about a long career. And let's go into the tournament results real quick. So started off in 2007. So again, 14 or 15 years old, where he was teaming with Arrow, Crackalacka, and Fury. And I wonder, is this the same Arrow that we know of? Probably a different one, I would imagine. But still, that's where he started. Immediately in the FFA, gets himself third place, $800 earned, which is not bad. I mean, you're talking about starting off your career and getting a third place finish in a free fall. That's how you make your presence known. Not many are able to do that. In the same year, gets himself a major win in free for all, and that's really what he got known for, is being that free for all phenom. And hey, you're stealing kills, you're staying alive, you're being crafty. He seems like a free for all player to me, as he gets looks like back-to-back wins as far as in free for alls, and that's back in Halo 2. Didn't really do too much in Halo 2 up until kind of started in 2007 and then ended in 2007, because obviously in 2008 we see that Halo 3 comes out, and in 2008 was able to get a top 32 finish, which eventually that might end up being his lowest placing, because after that we're talking 4th place, 5th place, even 7th place during the national championships alongside Hines and Cloud. Mind you, this is only his 2nd year competing, and he's able to get top 7, top 8 in the national championships. That's huge. And from there, just continue to go up, because the very next year, 1st place, 2009 Meadowlands, and that really was the springboard to his career. Now you're seeing multiple 1st places, a little bit of a 6th place, a little bit of a dip in 2010, but then bounces right back with a 2nd place, 1st place, and now we go into a bit of Halo Reach. 2nd place during the free for all, top 12. So it doesn't always start off the games too well. Like Halo 3 didn't have the best start, but then immediately bounces back in the same year, just 2 months later, and gets 1st place alongside Instinct, by the way. So again, we're going through Ambush, then we're going through Triggers Down, a historic team, by the way. This was one of the best teams to ever even touch the game. And then eventually jumps onto what might be the best team to touch the game, and that was Final Boss for a bit to end his Halo 3 career, and then eventually finds himself on Instinct. And they nicknamed this the God Squad, because you got the twins, Lunchbox and Roy, and then you got Ogre 2 and Pistola joining in, and they go back-to-back wins, dip a little bit in 2nd place, 5th and 6th, and right back into 3rd, 1st, and 2nd. You're seeing the excellence in his career. We're talking about dominating from the moment he walks in Halo 2 through Halo 3 into Halo Reach. We're talking about barely stepping outside of the grand finals. This career is insane, and we're only at Halo Reach. Look how long it is. We're not even done yet. As we go into Halo 4, and I know that's everybody's favorite game, by the way. Dips a little bit in top 12. Doesn't start off the best, but then again, same thing. This same thing happened in Halo 3 and Halo Reach. Doesn't start off the best compared to his standards, but then immediately finds himself in the top 3 category. Then first, 4th, then multiple 1st place finishes, and then we talked about that Halo 4 global championship, and obviously Ace was able to come out with the win, but he gets 2nd place, $75,000, no split, $75,000 $75,000 and you ain't splitting that with anybody. That's incredible. That's incredible to me. Oh my! Let me tell you what I would do with 75,000. I wouldn't even know what I would do with $75,000. My gosh! And then Halo 4 and ends up and ends obviously. It moved to Halo 2 Anniversary. And this is where I didn't know too much about what was going on. I did retire, take a bit of a break, so I was able to see the Halo 2 Anniversary. But still decent placings. Maybe top 64 isn't the best, obviously, but I would say you end up seeing that a little bit of a dip. But then once Halo 5 comes out, right back in it. Third place, top four, multiple first place alongside Envy, by the way, McWin, Snipe Down, and then Hook from Call of Duty. That was incredible. This Envy roster was loved by many. They would go toe to toe with Sentinels for quite some time, and it was really fun to watch. Multiple first place finishes. Going into a bit of a top four. Obviously, this is probably where Sentinels and Splice were starting to dominate the grand finals, but still, top four is nothing to be upset about. Still scrolling up, and this is just an incredible career. Like, we spent about 10 minutes just talking about this. Ends up finding himself on Reciprocity, and I was a real big fan of this. You have Snipe Down, Pistola, Trippy, who's now on Optic, and then you have Saiyan now going by Lucid, who's on Optic as well. And this was a really good team. Reciprocity were fun to watch as well. And then we just see that eventually this goes into Halo Infinite, where first place, second place, top 8, top 12, and then eventually you see that its final tournament in the green and black and maybe forever was second place during Anaheim. And I will say, if you are going to retire, sometimes it's nice to retire on top. A second place finish isn't bad, but it's not even just about the results that we've seen with Pistola. It's about how he's been able to touch people in a positive light. Again, I have never heard anybody personally say anything bad about Pistola, but I have heard hundreds, and I'm not even over exaggerating, hundreds of people talk about how he's been able to affect their lives in a positive way. And they talk about just the aura that he gives off, which you can just see it. They talk about him just being one of the funniest guys they've ever met, legitimately always making your day brighter and putting you in a good mood no matter how bad of one you're in. And they just talk about like how he was a real friend and somebody that you could legitimately sit down and talk with and have deep, meaningful conversation with. And I will say, Halo is going to miss Pistola. I'm going to miss Pistola, and I hope that he comes back in some way, shape, or form. Whether he comes back as a player, as a coach, as a manager, as an analyst, I would welcome him onto the HCS stage. And any way we see him get involved with competitive Halo, because Halo will always be in a better place if Pistola is involved. Guys, that was your HCS Weekly Report. Really, really fun to make this video, and really fun to look back on the illustrious career that Pistola was able to put on the table. We record these videos live on the Twitch, 10 o'clock in the morning, twitch.tv/YNOT_B_casting. Make sure you guys come on in if you're not already, and make sure you guys subscribe, turn that notification bells on. We're going to be doing these videos at least 5 times a week, and I'm actually trying to get to the point where I'm doing them every day, but it's getting a little tough. Either way, that was Pistola, and let me know in the comments down below what Pistola means to you personally. Thank you guys so much. You guys have a good one. Peace out.